Last session, the road back to Meek ended at an orphanage stoop and an argument. Cliff laid out his discomfort with how the cave unraveled. Counsel stood unflinching, insisting that anyone who draws blood on their companions, child or not, invites reprisal. Makeshift tried to bridge the gap with Nero, the traumatized boy from the wagon. He drifted to the safety of other children, and when she offered him back the straw doll he'd given her, he refused with a child's ritual logic. Gifts stay given. Inside the yard, Joanna, wry and world-weary, kept watch over a mixed flock. Squee Squee, a goblin girl who loved gardening. Celeste, a winged sprite of a child. An elven tinkerer named Jesse. And Zachariah, a strong human lad with more gusto than finesse. Seeing the roof's state, Counsel and Nilar led a quick campaign of repair and learning. They cut grass, dug clay, stomped the mix, and showed the kids how to form bricks and tiles. Nilar assembled a simple kiln. The children competed at shaping level bricks. Jesse's technique shone. Squee Squee's was a close second. Celeste held steady, and Zachariah enthusiastically bludgeoned the clay into submission. It was messy, loud, and hopeful. As they left, Nero kept his distance, and the party split between concern and resolve to let him be. A nagging puzzle surfaced too. Cliff's rations had been vanishing. Makeshift found only a thin smear of dried goo inside his pack. At Rui's tavern, she of leaves woven through red hair and a breezy 700-year claim, the mugs came big and the gossip bigger. Along the coast, chromatic agents raided for eggs. Some swore they ate babies, which sounded more like slander than truth. Nilar quaffed an experimental elixir that set him pacing like a wind-up toy, then paid for it by losing the night to nausea. Come morning, the party crossed the massive bridge past Lond into the metallic capital, a city sheathed in artful metal, districts traced in copper, brass, bronze, and the far temple lined in shimmering platinum and gold. At Bahamut's temple, a calm high priest welcomed all benevolent worship. Cliff prayed in a garden of white, silvery roses and left lighter. Then they faced the council. 5 counselors adorned to match their medals, with Annabelle Follis, the composed Vidalcan captain, and the towering Nadiv holding the line. The Gem Kingdom's sealed letters were presented. Talk turned to raids. Eggs are kept in caverns with narrow access. Soldiers and volunteers defend them. Sometimes a handful vanish even when the defenders hold, suggesting infiltration and guile as much as force. The council would deliberate for weeks. Diplomat chambers would be readied in the interim. They spent the waiting hours hunting answers. Nilar combed a century of raid logs and found patterns, coastal hotspots, dwindling attempts close to the capital. 5 raids last year alone. Makeshift dug up a primer on the peoples of this world to keep from stumbling into ignorance again. Counsel copied pages on acids that eat stone, the first steps in reshaping rock the way he intends. With their duty done and their curiosity armed, the party settled in to work, watch, and decide how far they're willing to go to change the course of a dragon's war.